Hello, so this game it's a big dragon kill as white captured the top left corner on a pretty large scale, but there were a few unnecessary moves on the way. And actually without killing that corner, it's quite tough because black also built a lot on the right side. Let's have a look. So far so good. Black could approach the lower left corner. Attacking the Komoku is usually the highest priority in order to prevent the corner enclosure, and then decide how to approach the Hoshi. So it can be inside approach, San, outside approach. But in general, it's good to take away the Shimari. So white simply defends Calm. Black plays a modern variation up to here. Black should continue with S3. Then Atari, connect, defend, connect under, white goes down. Black pushes once or stand like this. And then white can just play away. For example, attack the top right corner or even think about the peep. But descent, questionable. Usually here, white should play Nobi, because this is a key point both for white and black. If black turns in the corner, white goes down, it's still okay. But when white goes down, black will block Q5, which threatens to cut and descend, so white needs another move. That's fine, but it's still, overall it's okay for white to take the corner, and then black can extend back to the right side. The thing is, it also feels good for black to make I shape at Q5. So now black can just play away. He played a Keima for setting up a Moyo, but this Keima can come later. Normally, black should go for a middle side extension. Then, if white plays the Shimari on the bottom, black can think about Keima. If white plays the Keima, black can invade the bottom side. So this is a little bit hasty. It feels like a good mutual point, being the border of Moyos, but there's a big gap on the right side, so white can just jump in and make a base like this. Then in the end, it will feel uh, that black wasted a move to go into the center, but he didn't cover the territory on the side or try to make some potential there. Now, okay, inside approach, usually black plays the low defense, extend to space to the right. Now, this is hard to say which is better, extend or slide first and then extend, because when white extends right away, black can kick, and this way white is a little bit cramped and now attack from the other side. But on the other hand, when white extends like this and black plays the kick, white can hane and extend again. So white just speed up the pace in the top to develop faster towards the right. So it's playable. AlphaGo would like to play a peep here, then slide, then extend. And then black probably also defends again the top left area. Black just played away. Now this move is big overall, but there are bigger moves. There's this one, there's the kick in the top. Hard to say. And now, instead of playing a pincer, which is a double pincer against that stone, black should play the kick and then defend. And now white is a little bit over concentrated on the way out. So this way, black will end up over concentrated. Here white can think about the double approach high. Give up the stone on the right side in order to develop the top. And now actually white is just giving these two stones as bait to get a very nice top side like this. Okay, so Sansan, which is simple, push, and now Hane it's an overplay. Black had to play Nobi, then Hane, block, connect like this, or connect under, and white jumps. This is a basic Joseki, but black and Keima. For black it's quite nice to set up this Moya. But on this move, white can actually punish black, so white had to go down. And now when black protects, white cuts, Atari go out, white has to save the 3 stones, and black captures the top. Which means the Hane at p17, which was an overplay, it's punished now. And white builds more than he built in the basic Joseki. In the Joseki, it's like that, and now it's a bigger corner. Of course, sometimes people get ambitious and they try to resist with this move, trying to set up a ladder. But once white cuts, the ladder is broken, so it doesn't work. Besides, when black tries to escape the 3 stones, like this for example, to connect under, white will wedge and kill everything. And now that's a disaster for black. So playing the Hane on the second line, it's a little bit accepting to be pushed down instead of descend and cut, which is the way to punish. Now, if black connects, white connects under, and then black needs to extend. And in this case, white is connected to R14, which is something that black doesn't want, because originally black separated here. So when white enters Sansan, black separates R16 to make sure he captures R14. And when this thing happens, white connects, so it means black failed. Now this way, black kinda got away with the overplay, and for white is not interesting to push again. Better play Hane and connect in Sente and discard that R14 than just play away. Because if black turns here, it doesn't affect the corner, and pushing here, it's a bit different now. Because on the right side, I mean, even if black plays here, for white there's not much to do on the right. It's difficult to use that R14. So black really wants to capture that stone. Actually, black can go down. Then when Hane accept this Atari double Hane and everything, and still build more on the right side. But no B is just fine. Hane, block, connect, and that's it. So playing like that is not the biggest point for black right now. Hane here is good. White has a nice move instead. White can cut, threatening to catch the 3 stones. Black needs to play here in order to stay connected, because otherwise, if black pulls back, white will catch the 3 stones. And when black plays this move, this allows the Hane on the second line, which actually creates some damage to Mari, shortage of liberty. So if black wants to cut like before, there's Atari from the outside, black captures or connects, and then white takes a stone. So white managed to connect his R14 in the process by sacrificing P16. That's good to remember. So instead of no B, cut right away. Now for white, for black, in order to keep R14 captured, he needs to pull back. Then white can Hane, block, connect, defend, and now catch the 3 stones. Well, those 3 stones, they don't have to be captured right away, but it's an option. So playing like this, it's a bit slack, because if white plays this move and black goes M16, white has the Hane, which is very annoying. Black has to connect the 2 stones. Now white already connected R14 in center and goes for another big point. So remember to use bait like P16 in order to connect and create a shortage of liberty. Black went back to protect, but actually now black can go down, because going down threatens the S18 in endgame. So at least he has a follow-up. Playing here is just to prevent all the combination, but I doubt he saw that. And then white can still play S16, S17 center. This is a very good point, C12, because it puts a lot of pressure on the top 2 stones. So now black can go out with an attach here or a 1 space jump. Actually, it's good to play the attach because it makes white a little bit over concentrated in the top and block. Atari connect. Now there are 2 cutting points. White might go down to grab more territory, and black's corner is fine. And here black can even think about the pincer, then peep, and now catch the stone, because white has to do something to survive too. Fix a base. So black approaches, very brave. Here it's actually good to play Kosumi or Keima, because this will help the left side. Black will probably extend for a base and then continue attacking severe the top left corner. It's good to have Sente in order to play another move against the top left corner. Now black can also protect this way, which feels a little more painful or submissive. Then white can attack from here, put some pressure. I still like this Hane and connecting Sente. No, that's not necessarily Sente. But then just extend here, big left side. So white still has the first chance to win the game. Now pincer, black goes out, Keima, very good. That's a fine option too. Counter attack, okay. Usually here, just Kosumi, try to catch the stone. But white can push once, then kick, so give up that stone, and then jump to increase the left side. That's actually pretty good for white. No need to try to save this guy. Better play Kosumitsuke, push, push again, let it die small, then increase the box on the left side while attacking. So jump and fight. Okay, push several times. Black should push again actually, because of the Hane and double Hane. And even one more time. All these moves are center for black, and then peep and jump. So now the 3 stones can be surrounded and killed. This way white can still come out. Very good. It's nice to play the peep at h4 first. This doesn't allow the connection under anymore. So black is a little bit in trouble here. Well, in fact, there's a little bit of agi with h3 and Hane, so white should play the second line move. Now, if Atari connect, if this move, just connect. So black is separate. But when this happens, black can attach, white will cut also, Atari, then double Atari, take, and capture. So now black can connect. Which means white cannot cut. And if white just protects here, black will connect under. Okay, something like that happened. Now San, very good. Also an option. In fact here, white can think about the 2-2 point, Atari connect, and then extend with a bigger slide. Now black needs to Hane to make eye shape. But this is fine too. Block, push. And here, white can think about the cut. Yeah, the cut is an option because there are many liberties in the corner. And it's fine to cut right away. First of all, black is not going to use the clamp at b16. Because if this happens, white has Atari from the outside. Then also Atari, and b19. And it creates MI between d19 and a18. That's correct. And on the other hand, white can just cover here. And now black has 2 liberties. So white doesn't even have to worry about making life in the corner when the outside group will die. So with this strong formation, yeah, white can cut. Another way for white, when black plays Hane on the first line instead of clamp, white will just take away liberty at c16. Now black has to go out. White can push once, threatening to connect under with Atari. Black has to go down, so there are still no eyes. White can push along here, threatening to surround everything, and then block. So in the corner, there's enough space for 2 eyes, and in the meantime, black's groups are separated, so either the top or the left will die. Probably the 3 stones on the left. Well, 4 now. So yeah, in this case, not necessary to connect c16. It's fine to cut right away, because there's a lot of support on the outside from the top and the left side stones. But even so, it's painful what happened for black. So white can play this move, black goes down, white pushes, black has to connect, peep, connect, and then Keima. So the entire dragon is in jeopardy anyway. And that actually happened in the game too. That was good. In fact, for black, it's better to connect S14, but it's just a small detail, because in the end game, white can Hane T15 in Sente. But if black plays this move, when white Hane, block, connect, and it's Gote for white. So now, in order to attack that group, I should start from the peep, then maybe another peep, and then try to surround everything like this or Kosumi. Because playing here, black starts to make some eye shape on the way out. Black also has this kind of moves in Sente, so that can give him an eye on the left. So if this happens, black can already leave. So there is 1 eye around here and 1 eye on the left side. But somehow he didn't manage to leave. Let's see how he collapsed. So he jumps. Now it's already easy for white. White can play the peep right away. Black needs to protect. Another peep is possible, but black can give up the 4 stones here, not the entire group. So you better go for everything with a cut. Then when black pushes, push through, Atari from behind or resist Atari and connect. That's a false eye. Or Atari from behind, then Atari again. That's only 1 eye. And then where we double up like this. When black jumps, white jumps, and make sure he doesn't make another eye on the left. It's not so easy, but playable. This kind of move, it's a bit loose. Well, normally a cap move would be better, But it's a fine idea to reduce the right side while attacking. Okay, so black just help white make a stronger formation. It's better to no be to the left, because even if black cuts here, white can peep and cut back, so the top left will still die. This kind of gives black eye shape, but black has to play more moves here to stay alive. Instead, black defended the strong formation. Anyway, on the right side he was fine. I mean, if he plays this move and white no B, and then he plays this move and white plays here, white is playing lots of moves to capture 2 stones, and even so black can connect. So playing here is too small. And the cut and Atari, it's not necessary. White can honey right away. And then instead of cut inside later, it's better to push. Why lose a stone? And this kind of move is strange too. First of all, you don't need to connect against the cut there. So if you play here and black cuts, how is the ladder? Oops, that's a wrong way to capture the ladder. But it worked just fine. So, and also, well, with this move, white is trying to reduce the right side, but in that case, it's better to play a Kosumi or a Keima or some jump, something to get deeper into the right side. And next step, you play jump here, then you jump again, because the double up is just like wasting a move, more or less. Also, as a shape point of view, hanging connection would be nice, but the target is still on the left, so gotta play that move. Okay, black protected. Oh, maybe I misunderstood. White is actually killing this group indirectly and just making the territory here on a very large scale. So that's very confident. This Nobi is not so great because black can still jump in between. So gotta play a one space jump to connect the border. Luckily, it didn't happen. So now, back to killing. That's very good. Now, playing inside like this is just desperate. White can separate. When you want to leave, you want to make more eye space. So you separate, then when black jumps, nothing happens. White can play this move, for example. If black pushes, throw in, then Atari, capture, and make twice. But in fact, it's good enough to play the block, then push, then Hane. Because this creates a temporary seki in the corner. Of course, when black plays here too. But we can leave it like this for now, because the group on the outside dies anyway. So when the group on the outside is removed, the seki in the corner also disappears. So playing like this, okay. Black is still trying a desperate variation inside. But now black needs to play this kind of move and try to go for a co-fight. So if white connects, black connects, and this is a bulky 5. But white will not connect and play the ko. This is better than the actual game. At least black has a ko. Like that, white still lives unconditionally, and that's it. Push is very good. This move is not necessary. Now, let's say white plays Ane, connect, Sente, all this Sente, and let's say a Gote move. Now, if black plays in the corner B19, white can Atari, and that's it, when Atari from the outside capture. So that's alive. If black plays here, threatening Atari from the outside, white Atari, and this is no bulky 5 because there's an extra eye at C19. So this was just -1 point, not necessary to defend. Then black connects and he's still dead. Impressive. It's okay to connect here, because then you can push and cut, so black needs to play this kind of moves to stay alive. And there is still no way to run out with that group. So from now on, white is just trying to show black he can't live inside anymore. More donations here and there. And this move is also not necessary, just a 1 point block. I mean, if white plays anywhere else and black goes Atari here, white connects and it's nothing. The group is still dead. Actually, that move, it's -1 point because it's just taking away one of white's territory's points. So, and also when black plays the Atari, here, white can ignore 2. Because even if black captures 2 stones, the group is still dead, it's only 1 eye. So this move is completely unnecessary. Connect, no. Should connect under, Hane, then connect, nothing happens. If black plays a crosscut, white can Atari first and then catch the stone, or catch the other stone. So either way, white is fine. Like this, black can go down and make a few extra points. And this was white's center all the time, Hane and connect, for keeping the 2 points and destroying 2 points. So block Hane center for white, for black. Now white got the Hane center on the right, that's good. Then it's finished. No more surprises here. That's just 1 point to play this move. So Hane on the first line is bigger because it saves the 2 points, it destroys 1 point, and at the end black needs to defend again. This is 1 point and black got the 2 points in center, and it's actually better to connect solid. Don't leave any cotret. It was the same at S2. Because like this it looks artistic, but black has a cotret here, he has a cotret here. In fact, in the lower right corner he's got more cotrets. He can cut, then Atari, then Atari, then Atari again. 3 cotrets. This move is also not necessary right now. So let's say push again, and then Pak. Yeah, now white needs to protect after the pushes, because if white plays here, there's a peep, then a cut, and a snapback. Okay, we don't want that, but you don't need to defend yet. I mean, if you push here, for example, and black plays a peep, connect, and when black plays this kind of move, threatening to cut, white can wedge. And there is no cut at Q3 and no cut at S2. Self-Atari either way. But okay, 46 points ahead. So one can be a bit more conservative. But playing here is just a neutral point. Pushing like this is destroying 1 point where black would play in center. And that was it. So white wins big, killing this top left corner. But somehow after the kill, white gave up a few points in the center. Actually, these 3 stones and the surrounding territory, so black still got back like 10-15 points in the middle that he shouldn't. This was supposed to be the border for white. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Still a great win. And the top left corner was fine. In general, c16 is the proper move, but in this case, with all the strong position around, white should push and cut and punish black immediately. But congrats on this one, and keep on killing them.